All right, welcome to the Yourmish full body workout. Cycle 2, day 3. What that means is the cycle is 4 weeks. Week 1, full body, every single day. Week 2, adventure, rest, or whatever I want to do. Hopefully, I'll be writing that down in the workbook as well. The digital workbook, going all digital with this. Week 3, the Monday, Wednesday, Friday workout. Monday upper 1, Wednesday lower, Friday upper 2. Week 4, adventure. Same thing as week 2 pretty much. And then the cycle starts again with week 1. So this is week 1 on cycle 2. And this is the first time I've actually been writing it down in a notebook for this. Usually my measurement week 3, I've been writing down that because week 3 used to be every week, and I used to have videos for that. So video documentation plus writing it down. Now the difference now is gone digital, and it's looking more pretty. I'm going to pretty up this thing a little bit better every time, make it a little bit smoother, and that's kind of nice because it helps me visualize the workouts, and I don't know, it gets me kind of excited for it, having a nice thing to write it down in, a nice template. What I used to do with this, and this used to be the Monday, Wednesday, Friday workout, and I'll no longer need paper. And this thing, good thing is, this is all the workouts so far, I think. Yeah, this is all the workouts so far, and then I just got a few pages left for this, and I'm going to leave these blank because I'm going to go make that transition to the digital format and kind of make myself happy little worksheets. Okay, so what day is it specifically today? It is Wednesday, August 5th. Double check that. That looks like a 5 to me. August 5th, 2020. All right, so the cycle. First evolution, kind of a upper body, chest and back, and supersetting a little bit. And the theme for this, because believe it or not, I'm sore from yesterday, especially my calves. My calves got real sore. I'm not sure about the numbers on that, but the numbers I think were doing a whole bunch on Monday, a lot less on Tuesday, and today will be maybe even less depending upon how stretched out and how tight I feel. Okay, so let's get with this. What this is going to be is just a chin up or two, and then incline bench with light weight. Try to get that, at least if I'm only going to do one, it's going to be a good full extension one. All right, so there's that. Grab the weights, nice and light. Going to do a set of 13 like yesterday. I think that was pretty good, pretty relaxing. Not much breathing. This is not going to be like high intensity fast as far as transitioning. That's 3, 4, but it is going to be pseudo fast. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is kind of the middle path in many things. 10, 11, or the bare minimum, I guess. There's probably 12, and here's 13. Let me go all the way down. That's what all the way down kind of looks like right there. And the cool thing about watching myself on video is watched a little bit of yesterday's after kind of going through it a little bit. Not going to edit it, not going to put it out there to the world, because quite frankly, I am not in good shape. Specifically, the shape of me is not pleasing to the eye. There's probably a lot of things I need to do and should do. Get rid of this gut would be probably number 1 on that list. And I would like, not necessarily for vanity reasons, just to know that it's within the realm of possibility to be really just like what I consider a really fit, not looking, as long as it doesn't take away from my health. The first priority is health, but I think a little bit that can be reflected on having a nice set of abs, sort of, maybe, I'm not sure about that, but I think, as of right now, I think those two things kind of go together, because I think the abs kind of come from good core workouts a little bit, but mostly from diet and having a body that's running super efficiently. So super efficiency probably means a lot of good intermittent fasting, really falling into that. All right. So there's going to be 3 rounds of this cycle. And then right after this, we do just by itself chest machine. And then there's squats and leg extensions and leg contractions and all that kind of fun stuff. Two just for the fun of it. Maybe next time I'll do 3. Maybe I'll just do 1. Not really too sure. I'm not going to worry about it because this is really the bare minimum. This is establishing a pattern. Hopefully. Well, they say do something for 66 days and the body and the mind might become accustomed to it. Maybe. I don't think there's a dead set because I think everybody has some different variables in their lives on that part. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This is the 3rd cycle on that, and we're going to do I'm going to make it a goal just to do 3. Start this one out. Don't want to go out of gas, but I know I'm going to go light on my legs because there's a bit of soreness there. Not a huge amount of soreness, a little bit in my chest, but not so much. So the goal is 3. We'll see how it feels. All right, not too bad. Definitely better than the L-shaped chin-ups, where I don't have to worry about the stomach thing. But maybe I'll start doing some of those. Who knows? That used to be part of my warm-up for the Monday, Wednesday, Friday thing. All right, so I'm going to write this down. Don't need the incline. Oh, yeah, I do. Got to finish up the incline bench. It's a full cycle thing. All right, so... yeah, we'll finish up the incline bench. Don't want to forget about that. Thinking about buying a nice set of 30s, putting these 20s on the ground whenever I need to use the 20s. I actually have to bend down and do a squat to get them. Have those 30s up there. 1, 2. Haven't been using those 5s too much. 4, had those for just certain shoulder exercises. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Not a horrible sound. 10. Make it nice and light. 11, 12. How far does that go down? 13. Nice little rhythm to that. Not too fast, not too slow. All right, so as far as these things, I always have to be careful putting these weights down. Doesn't seem like a thing I want to be too goofy careful about. Put these right here, and I got that plug right there. Piece of paper, you can go in there. What is this other thing? Some sort of instructions for something. All right. And then I'll have 2 30s up there. Life will be good that way as long as it don't fall. Although, dumbbells are in short supply these days. COVID-19 has everybody working out at home. There's a couple places, like Walmart, for instance, that used to have dumbbells. And every time I go in there, when I go past, I don't always go past the fitness section, but when this thing began, I kind of went past it and I was like, oh, they're all out of dumbbells. All right. I'm going to write down what's going on the digital worksheet, which is so cool. All right, make sure this digital worksheet is correct first, because I have a template that I'm going to keep tidying up, making it look a little bit nicer each time, a little bit more exacting each time. And I'm not touching the template, only to make it nicer than what I'm actually filling out is here. So the date, I think we said it was July 5th, 2020, as I put 20 for 2020, 08, not for July, but for August, sorry about that, August, 05, and we'll just put Wednesday, WE. Okay, so there's the date. Chin-ups, basically did a 1, 2, 3 situation. Not horrible. And then for this, it was 13 all the way. My weight was 20. And there we go. That part of it done. So we'll bring this inside the other room, change of pace, going chest machine. Then doing some leg stuff. It's not a horrible view of the chest machine right there. Basically gonna go for 13 on the chest machine. I think it's at 3. I can push it higher. What did I do yesterday? It's 6. Then I went to 3. I'm gonna push it a little bit more. I'm gonna do 7. So 7. All right. Have that right there. Also gonna turn this on. Okay. Get things set up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. Probably gonna feel this. Well, I know I'm gonna feel it more than yesterday. Don't know how much I was feeling yesterday. The legs in front, so no chance for any assistance that way. 1, 2, only gonna do 7. I'm feeling my chest again. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wonder what I did yesterday. Another set of 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. Whew. All right, that feels pretty good. was the right number. Going after good feelings. Don't want to be all sore. And don't want to be pushing my edges, feeling all wiped out. No, I'm working on it every day. I feel good, but I also want longevity and strength. So this is a lifestyle. This is a long-term thing. 7 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. Pretty good right there. I'm not going to complain about that one at all. Just for fun, I'm going to write that down. 7, 7. Hey, that's what I did yesterday too. 7, 7, 7. So I wasn't too far off the mark on that one. Squats, leg extensions, leg contractions. All right. This is gonna probably change the angle. So it's gonna be a 1, 2, 3 thing. Gonna do just squats with no weight, right there, right on that piece of ground. Then I'm gonna go there and use that thing, and then I'm gonna go there and use that thing. So let's put it at an angle where I can kind of see all 3 of these things. That's pretty good. All right, so. I'm gonna do 3. 1. I'm gonna try to keep my heels down. 2. Maybe I'll do one like this. 3. I'm gonna switch this up to what it was yesterday, which I think was 3rd plate. Don't forget to write that down. Alright. And that was, it's about 40 pounds right there on the other thing, so that's good. I like doing the toes extended on this one. Toes pointed out. 3. Do I want to do 3? I'll do 4. 5. 6. 7 feels about right. Don't want to go too hard. I've heard going too hard wrecks your knees on this thing, so enough to feel it in the muscles, but like all this stuff is just longevity. When I go back too far, like, here's a weird thing. Go up to like here, feels good. Beyond here, it starts feeling weird. And it's like I tweak my back a little bit. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Maybe it's something I should stretch out. But I'm just gonna be careful with it. Kind of notice it and just do it. All right, back to squats. 1, 2, 3. Getting better with that full range of motion on squats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Another thing about not being in the gym, it's really nice to, number 1, talk and video for posterity, and it's also really cool to be able to count out loud. I guess I could do that in the gym, but if everybody else did that, that'd be a weird place. Yeah, everybody would screw each other's numbers up. And counting out loud might screw up somebody's numbers who's being all silent and not messing with anybody. So, yep, kind of like this. 1, last of these. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh. Last of this evolution. We're on the second evolution. I think there's 7 evolutions. Something like 25 exercises, 75 sets, and somewhere around, I think, 11 cycles. I'll tell you those numbers soon as I'm done with this. Oh. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, that's it with that. All right, cycle evolution 3, arms. Feels good. It feels good. I liked what I did the shot yesterday with that. Right there. Yeah, that deals with all the arm stuff. I'm gonna do the writing right now. Actually, why don't we turn this around? Because it's gonna be a little while. I'm gonna count a few things up. Write down everything that happened in there. All right, so first of all, let's count evolutions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8 evolutions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 cycles. A cycle is a loop, and then there are, I've already counted this, but I'll count it again, I think 25 exercises. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. 25 exercises and 75 sets. 25 times 3, 3 sets of everything pretty much. Okay, so we figured that out. So that was, I think, 10, 12. Was it really 10? No, it was 8 and then 12, sorry. 8 evolutions, 12 cycles, 25 exercises, 75 sets. And the way the evolutions are, first evolution is chest and back. Second evolution is upper legs. Third evolution is arms. Fourth evolution is core, because that's a buzzword these days, and it's been for a little while. Fifth evolution is central chest and back with the flies and reverse flies and pull down. So kind of central chest and back to a certain degree. Another chest and back, I guess. Chest and back from a different angle. Sixth is lower legs. So 6 is lower legs. Counting with my fingers too. 7 is forearms and legs. 8 is, well, 8 is a little bit of everything right there. Shoulders, yeah, I guess 8 is shoulders, arms, chest, and back. Shoulders, arms, chest, and back. Now maybe I should be putting more emphasis on the shoulders. There's really not a lot of stuff going on for shoulders in this workout except for the military press near there. So it might be worth adding on. I got some space on the second document. Maybe after the bent back lifts, I'll just put another shoulder thing on there, and then we'll have, goodness, how many evolutions is that? Well, if I keep it in that kind of like, that last thing's kind of a catch-all evolution. So do that with real lightweight, do lateral raises with the shoulders and front raises. That is a possibility. So note to self, lateral raises and front raises with the shoulders at the end of this. Maybe, not 100% on that. Let's see here, because that ends with shoulders pretty much. Yeah, that might be a good idea, because that would turn that into its own shoulder evolution. And it becomes another cycle on that. That becomes 13 cycles. Or was it 11 cycles? That was 12 cycles, so. Anyway, something to think about. Putting the numbers to it. It's definitely going to look like an add-on. All right, so after thinking about that, we are going to do, yeah, as long as I'm not doing heavy, so it should be easy to throw that on there. But I'll wait till cycle 3 to put that on there, hopefully. All right, so my squats were consistently 3s. Each set was 3, and then leg extensions and leg contractions, that was 7 all day long. And that felt good. That felt like it needed to feel. Not too much, not too little, just getting the whole body used to it and feeling good, getting some activity running through the whole body. We're going to do the curls. The curls is going to be, I'm going to use the 20s. And I'm going to put a nice big triangle right there. And put that for the skull crushers. And the pull-ups, hands in, I'm just going to go for triple ones just like yesterday. Get some activity going. All right, so we got the angle, we got the idea, we know what's going to happen. And then this evolution includes 2 cycles in this evolution. The last cycle is dips. And I watched a video yesterday, a guy talking about stomach exercises. And while I'm in the dip position, after I do those, it'll probably be in between the dips, I'm going to throw in a happy little stomach exercise in there, a little extra core work. Because it's something I've never tried and it looks pretty cool. And I wonder if it's going to be easy or difficult. And I didn't try it after watching the video. I'm just like, hey, note that down. So this is my digital note taker right now. I'm going to get this out of the way and get this done. All right, so. Okay. There we go. I need to be all the way up there. There we go. A friend was telling me about how to frame camera pictures and all that kind of fun stuff. And, it's kind of interesting. It's kind of fun. So it's basic curls, arms out like that. Skull crushers, which is just triceps. Standing skull crushers, not laying down. And then a pull-up. Literally pulling myself up. All right, so 1, 2, gonna go for 7. Pull-ups is gonna be 1, 4, 5. Try not to sway too much. 6, 7. Switch it right into 1, 2, 3. Notice I turn it out a little bit so I don't bump into my back. 4, 5, 6. I can kind of straighten it too, kind of make that turn. 7. The turn feels kind of nice for some weird way. I don't know what it is, but it's certainly there. Pull my myself, get myself nice and low. Just going to do the one. It's a little bit weird. The elbows feel weird, or the wrists feel weird sometimes. So gotta be careful of that. So just one, all 3 sets today. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Try to get my elbows a little bit closer. They want to flare out a bit, but the closer I get to the ears, the better. It really kind of hurts to put it like that, so I'm going to put it like that. That feels okay. 1, 2. It's about basically feeling okay, comfortable. You know how that is. I think this is 5. Just in case that was 5, this is really 5. And this will be 6. And this will be 7. All right. Great. It is a great and wonderful thing that I have a little bit of space to put that down. That makes me feel exceedingly happy about a lot of things. I used to just jump up and go down. Right now I'm just gonna sink my, see how that feels, because it's a gradual feeling. Like if it's too weird, I can push the hands closer together. See how that feels? It still feels, everything's feeling weird. Go real wide, still feels weird on the wrists. I guess I'm gonna stick with about shoulder length or shoulder width. Yeah. But once I put my full weight on it, not entirely so bad. But there's definitely some stretching that needs to be done with this. That way, hopefully that's opened me up. So pull-ups, as opposed to pull-ups or chin-ups, are actually stretching my wrists out a little bit. It'll be a little while till I get used to that, but slow and steady, I believe I'll get real used to that little twinge and get past it, hopefully. And it's not like it was hurting today. I've been doing it for the last 2 days, so far so good. And I love those adventure weeks, because adventure weeks, anything goes. I can experiment, or I can really go knee deep into the recovery. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh. I'm gonna put these down right here. Get this one pull-up done. All right, that's feeling real secure right there. We'll see when I extend my arms how that feels. Not too bad. Ooh, not too bad. Yeah, on the wrist a little bit. Chin went way high over the bar on that one. A little bit of momentum, maybe. Not too sure on that one. Just getting used to that exercise. It's something I used to never do, because I thought chin-ups were superior in every single way. But now, I'm at the point where I want to do a little bit of everything. Just kind of not really min-max, or whatever they would call it. I don't know. All right, so back to the writing. Writing is a good time to relax, grab a little bit of drink, drink a whole bunch of fluid beforehand. This is my little mixture right here. Has a little bit of creatine in it. Not a full scoop today, because I think I'm out of creatine, and I think this is just about the last of the bottle. Although I'm reasonably sure I do have some creatine in my work cooler, which is kind of funny, because, you know, if you're doing intermittent fasting and you have a work cooler, but but you never eat until you get out of work. The work cooler becomes kind of a carrier of stuff. You know, I have my grips on there for driving, red light grip, you know, so red lights are helping me work my forearms in that situation. All right, so we're gonna write this stuff down. Curls. Whoa, I hate when that happens. Let's go back to there. Yeah, sometimes with my hand, it'll hit certain things. Not a huge fan of that when that happens. So I gotta be a little bit careful. Piece of paper just doesn't change documents on you like that, so a little bit of adjustment, but kind of worth it. 7, 7, 7. Nice big workspace to work with. The pull-ups, all ones on that one. So it's kind of fun, the cycle. See, gonna make this nicer. Gonna make it look more like that right there. But it's just, I'm just gonna go through I love digital documents because I can make that all nice. And then like, oh, okay, I'm not gonna make the whole thing nice. I'm just gonna gradually erase this part, redo this part, erase this part, redo that part. Maybe I'll even erase this part and redo that part with, you know, nicer writing. The writing's not perfect. It's definitely human. Definitely me being a human being with all the imperfections and all that kind of stuff. But there's something nice about a little bit of imperfections. The difference between a really, really solid drummer and a drum machine. That little humanistic randomness in there. Of course, really smart drum machines actually have a dial that says human, and what it creates is a microsecond, you know, range. You can increase the range of hitting certain beats, and that's kind of fun. Anyway, so yeah, somebody figured that out a long time ago. All right, so this is going to be dips. Oh, we are crazy for dips, aren't we? Because we're trying some fun stuff in between the dips. So I'm just going to leave this here because we're going to be doing more stuff over there. All right, let's do some dips. Dip, 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 dip. Turned on plenty of lights, so the lights are actually in better effect this time. All right. Dip, 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 dip. All right, so there's 2 chairs set up for dips. Oh, right. I'll walk around for a second. Stretch out. All right. Dip number 1, just going to do 3 sets of 1 because my balance on this thing is a little bit wonky, and this is just barely, you know, going to the barely measurable or barely uncomfortable. See how low I can do it. That's the most important thing. And see, I'm kind of shaking on those chairs. I could probably do another one right there, but keeping it kind of simple, at least for this this cycle. Maybe the next couple days I'll throw out more. It's only day 3, and day 3 out of 7. So, all right. So try that one exercise that one dude showed on the video. 2 versions. I'm going to do the easiest first. I'm going to try to do the harder version next. Easiest first is kind of a stomach thing. He's up like this, and he just brings his knees as high as he can. And then version 2, while he's bringing his knees, he's leaning forward. Oh, yeah, there's something there. I could safely say that's something. So, yeah, that's kind of a fun thing. All right, another dip. Dip, 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 dip. Thinking of like a Muppet character or something. Was it? Yeah, I don't know. Beaker, Swedish chef. I remember one time I was driving, and in an unfamiliar place. I did not know the New Orleans all that well, and somebody starts doing an amazing Swedish chef impression. Then another friend of mine starts doing Beaker, and I got tears in my eyes. I was laughing so hard, and I won't say I nearly lost control of the car, but I had to tell the guys, stop, I might lose control. And what I meant was I might lose control of the car. Very funny moment. And I don't know why that's so funny to me. That's for, you know, and then, you know, just, yeah. I wish I knew why that was so hilarious to me. That's just funny. Just very funny. All right, so this is the set 2 of single dips. Real slow, real careful. See how low I can go. That's about as far as it goes. And then be careful right here. Also, kind of not gripping around. I think that time I gripped with my thumbs up like that. Made slight difference. I want to do the stomach thing. Yeah, this one's a little bit different, right near that clinch edge. And I would think I could go a little further in with my thing, but my knees to my chest, but it doesn't seem like I can. Maybe once I get rid of the gut, that'll get a little tighter on that range of motion. All right, third dip. It's kind of funny because it hits a totally different set of muscles. Nice and slow. That one just about maxed me out. Nice, slow, deep, fullest range of motion as I could pull off dips. And actually kind of feeling it in the triceps right there, pretty good. Without feeling that strain, that's like a bone type strain. And like you do too many dips, and sometimes it feels like, wow, my bones might break. It's just like, it's a weird feeling. And it's not like a muscle soreness. It's just like, wow, there's too much pressure here. But it's like built up over a series of dips. And I guess that's partially why, well, probably the real reason I don't do more than 10 dips is don't have enough strength for it, or maybe I do, but that feeling just keeps developing. Now, I start noticing it around the beginning, but I really start noticing it as a cautionary tale, a cautionary thing for my body saying, hey, we might want to think about quitting this right around 7. It's like, you think this is good for you. It may not be. All right, one more of those. Did I do my third dip? Yeah, I did. I'm reasonably sure I did my third dip. All right, so I'll do the stomach thing. All the way up. That's as far as it goes, right there. And then like bring it down. Legs are floating. All right, and then turn forward. Feel that right here too. And it's just like, ugh. Yeah, there was a bit of a grunt there. So sorry, I try not to be one of those grunters. Occasionally, I run around sometimes and near ponds and stuff, and I'm a big fan of the grunting frogs, just, you know, big grunters. All right, what was the next thing on the menu? Because all I need to write down for that is 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. 1, 1, 1. Just 3 ones, not 4 ones. All right, next one is the rocket chair, the plank, inverted sit-ups. Oh, goodness. Yeah, we know how this goes. We've done this before. We've done this at least several times before. All right, same thing here. Kind of get most things in here. All right. Back to the ones on this one, man. Whew. All right, so basically what this is extending my legs out in front of me, kind of like an L-shaped chin-up, but just going for the L shape, no chin-up. Get myself, actually going to jump up there, use a little bit of momentum, get myself up here where my legs are floating, kind of get myself nice and still and bring the legs up. Then it is a plank. Then I go into a plank on the ground over here, and I do that for like 3 breaths, and then switch out and do a inverted sit-up. Although maybe I should switch the order of that. I'm going to try to switch the order in that and see how this feels. So I'm going to do the L shape, the quote unquote rocket chair, and then go into an inverted sit up and then do the plank. See how that feels. All right, so here, and then bring that up like that, and then maybe, yeah, that's kind of cool. And then, whoa, and then one sit up, two sit up. All right. Yeah, that's a little bit more time efficient. Yeah, that's way better. 3 breaths in this plank position. I got my legs elevated. Then we do it again. So, switched out some of the process. Feels a lot better for efficiency. Why did I just go out of breath? That's okay. No rule that says I can't catch up on my breath here. Yeah. Come on now. Come on now. We can do this. Yes, we can. So a friend of mine, I think he has like a feminist sister, and he prints up things to piss her off. And there's that Molly the Machinist, whatever thing from World War II, and she's flexing her arm, and she has a headband or a head rag or whatever, something like what I have on, but more domesticated or more colorful or more stylish or whatever. She wears it better than I do, let's put it that way. And it's like, yes, we can. It says above the picture. And he printed out one of those that said, we can't drive. And she has the various posters of things like that. So he posted that one in there. And she didn't notice for the longest time. Which reminds me of something I did to my mom. My mom had all this like collection of like these things called snow babies, and she had like this display cabinet of all her snow baby tchotchkes and kind of like Hummel figures or whatever. So I started sneaking in like basically like Star Wars figurines. Well, actually, I'd never used a Star Wars figure. I used just stuff like that. Like there was something from like a Happy Meal or something that was like Curious George or something, or King Kong, or I don't know, put the monkey in there. And you could definitely see it because snow babies are all like this, just like porcelain white. And occasionally there's a color of red in there for like the Christmas collection, I guess. And maybe for like the Disney collection. There's some like red and black paint on some of them. But normally I guess they're just porcelain that's, I think, uncolored and just maybe like has a shiny stain on it or something. I don't know, I don't remember, but yeah, sneaking in those, and she never ever noticed it. And I used to ask her about it. Why do you like the snow babies so much? And she's like, oh, I can look at them and just and imagine my childhood and games in the snow as a kid. And I'm like, really, you do that? And I kept on asking her about it, and she kept on basically saying the same thing. And I think if she actually did eventually look at it one of these days and try to envision her childhood, I don't know, I don't think she would see too many gigantic apes running around in it, but oh well. Yeah, fun stuff. All right, back to fun stuff. This is just a second set in this cycle. Trying to get around it, but I caught my breath and had some fun using my words, practicing words, talking, all that kind of stuff. And I'm not supporting the whole like we can't drive thing, you know. At the time it was a funny thing, but now I could realize even that poster, putting that up in the wrong place could really seriously get some people angry, and that's not my game, that's not my world. Make people laugh, have fun things, but you know, even like someone's a real jerk, maybe they have an excuse. So why go out of my way to piss off a real jerk, you know? Who knows? It might have been just their one bad day out of a million bad days, or 10,000 good days, so who knows? I'm also trying to not make too many judgments like that. It's a process I've been doing for years, and I'm still learning. The process is very interesting. Okay. All right. Oh, that felt good. Like locking it in place and then going down a little bit, maybe halfway. Felt really good. Ooh. Yeah, it felt more secure. It was less of a leap of faith going backwards like that. Oh, that's a stretch. All right. 1, 2. See if I felt good for 3, but kind of feeling it a little bit. And the funny thing is, like, I'd like to believe that I have a lot more in the tank. I mean, the whole goal of this is to, keep some more in the tank. I guess, like, what I've read from David Goggins is just like, when you think you're at 0, you still have 40% left. Well, I want to think I'm just at 80% or whatever with this barely comfortable thing and getting used to it. And yeah, I'm acclimatizing myself to this process, trying to see what feels good. And the goal is, it might be do as little as possible and still get good results. It might be, hey, you're going to do more, but you're always going to really enjoy the process, especially if you're one of those people that does not enjoy the process of working out, kind of make that transition. I'm trying to enjoy this. Part of this that makes me enjoy this is knowing I will be watching this later, and I might be taking notes and figuring out things, and just going in that spiral. And it's almost like a narcissistic spiral. The good news is I can afford for this to be my me time, and this to be, how should I say? Yeah, I can afford for this to be narcissistic. I can afford for this to be self-involved, because the center of these actions is myself, and I'm getting better with that. So yeah, no guilt about that. I can absolve all that guilt, because the better I make myself, if I actually figure out something really, really cool and share it with people I care about, or people that could use it, or just about anybody, that makes their life better as a result, and makes, that chain continues. That would be a really cool thing. So, start with the center is within thyself, and maybe in some stupidly weird way, it makes the world a better place as a result. Of course, I could totally see that being used as an excuse too, so I'm trying to be careful to stay away from that territory too much. Plank time. Plank time. Ooh, a little tweak in the shoulder there. That's interesting. 1. 2. 3. Oh. I think that was the right plank at the right time. I love that second little click, click. The first click where it actually gets on there. The second click, I make sure it's on there a little bit tighter. It doesn't actually click into place, but Let's keep this up with 2. 1, 2. That's not a good sound. All right. Yeah, this seat's pretty solid, so don't need to worry about this. That would be a real bad day if this thing falls, but it seems pretty solid. Yeah, I've seen so many videos of people with chin-up bars that fucking fall. Whew. That's a scary, scary thing. But this is solid, solid. It's nice in there. Yeah. It's perfect height. You can just bump into it by doing that. So sometimes if I walk too fast and there's a spring in my step, It'll take that spring right out of my step. Plank time. Hoopa. Why am I doing push-ups? 2, 3. This is not push-up time. It is plank time. Take off the gravity boots. I think we're done in this room. Yeah, this is a fun workout if you can get it set up in such a way that nobody's around and you can have access and doing different things in different rooms and all that. Whew. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna tell myself off a little bit after. Why am I so sweaty after that? In theory, I didn't do very much. And we'll keep that like that. And we'll leave the light on as a gentle reminder. All right. Yeah. All right, so rocket chair was just 1 each. Plank and inverted sit-ups were switched. So we'll write arrows for that. And plank was 3 breaths. And we'll just put breaths. Put a little triangle around that. And inverted sit-ups, that was, I think it was 2 every time. So yeah, it might be a 1, 2, 3 thing. That would be kind of interesting as far as numbers go. Numbers. All right. All right. I'm going to stop calling that one thing rocket chair. I think it's something else. I'll just call it a lateral lift. Leg ups. Hanging sit up? Nah, hanging sit up is something different. All right, so pull downs, a little bit of a tweak in the elbow and the shoulder on the left side. Not exactly sure what that's going on there. All right, so this one we got some fun. We got the pull downs, we got the flies, and we got the reverse flies. And I think we're just gonna keep that like yesterday. If I remember correctly, we kept it at the 3rd plate, which is not very heavy. And then we kept it at series of 13 each, so. And I'm not switching plates in between exercises on this ever because, you know, this is all about kind of a decent rhythm to it, even though I'm talking a lot. Taking up the time that way. And then calf raises, heel downs, toes up. Heels down, toe up, toes up. Heel downs, toes ups. Anyway, not sure what to call those. But the heel is down, the toes go up. All right. A little bit of a dead feeling, just like, not real pain, but just, you've done enough to me, says my left arm. It's kind of starting out right there, like if I stretch like that, I feel it, turn, I feel it, yeah, turn, I feel it, which is surprising because I think I would feel it in the wrist because of the pull-ups thing. All right, let's just massage that a little bit. Almost feel like what I think is the epicenter of it. Nothing's out of joint, nothing's out of place. Muscle there is really tense. Even when I'm trying to relax it, it's kind of still tense. Oh, there it is. There's something. Just... There we go. Loosen things up a little bit. All right, so pull downs, flies, reverse flies. Okay. Don't need to change much for this. This will be pretty cool. Pretty cool. Whoa. Wow, it's dark in here. Darker than last time. There's been no cuts in this. No cuts, no butts, no coconuts. And hey, I don't mind filming in the dark a little bit because I can do the audio message to myself. So I'm sitting down and facing outwards and grabbing the pull down bar, which is up above my head, from this side, which is different than I usually do it. Usually I face the machine, but now I'm facing away to the machine. And I'm just going to go for the sequence. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, going for 13, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. All right, going into the flies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. All right. Moving the fly arms backwards a little bit from this angle, forwards a little bit from the other angle. The farthest forward I can move these things. If it goes any further, it goes off the thing and it doesn't click into place. So, I'm gonna get up and turn around. Audio commentary for no light in here. Gonna get up, turn around, and do reverse flies, which is exactly what they sound like on the wonderful machine. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Adjust it back. Get it ready for the position for flies. I'm going to stay sitting here and do the pull downs my normal way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Turn around in the chair, do the flies. Bang my watch into all sorts of stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. Wow. Set it up for the reverse. Alright, we're set up for reverse. frontwards. Get up, turn around. Get these pull downs done. Round 3. And then loop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. Almost done with this cycle. And it's been a nice cycle. I mean, I feel it. This is exactly what I want. Not too much weight, just nice and smooth. 1. No hesitation. 2, 3. Get rid of those hesitation. 4, 5, 6, 7. Now I'm really feeling it. Even such light weight. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I think this workout's definitely helping my endurance. So this will be the last set in the cycle. Reverse flies. Getting turned around in the chair. Take that nice and slow and easy. Sitting down in the chair, starting the process. 1, 2, reverse flies. 3, reverse flies. 4, 5, 6. Trying to go as far back as I can because it's nice and light. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, that's that. Gonna set it up for flies again. This is gonna start next time. It's also the thing I do most on these things, so I always want to keep it by default, set up for flies. Alright. I feel like that is the spirit of this workout right there, that kind of thing. Not too difficult, not too crazy. Almost running into the tripod. Not really pushing the edges too much. Not feeling terrible, not feeling out of breath. Just feeling right. That felt right. Okay. All right, why is that going like that? I can maybe tighten that down. There we go. I'll tighten that up. Write some stuff out. Hour 9 minutes. How much do I got left? I'm gonna estimate the time. An hour and 10 minutes on this. Part of me would say I'd like to say I have only 10 minutes left, but I think it's gonna be longer than that. I've taken my time, which, hey, it's working out okay. So, was everything 13? Yeah, on that. So I'm gonna basically write down 13 9 times for that. Goodness graciousness. All right. Calf raises, heel down, toes up. All right, fun stuff. And then we got grips and full leg, and then knees up. Oh my goodness, we don't have very much left. We are on the second page, so that feels like half right there. We just started the second page with that thing I just finished. That was the beginning evolution on the second page. Okay, so the 2-page workout. It's like when you really feel it in your chest, you can kind of go, ooh, ow, ooh, ow, 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 ooh, ow, ooh. I don't know if that makes any sense. Weird. Silliness. All right. forgot to bring my chair and my weight, but I'll set it up first. Don't want to carry all the things at once. And I did turn the lights on this time for this, so that's pretty much where I'm at right there with that. Okay. Calf raises, of course. Wow, the calves are feeling real tight. Like I'm going down like this, and from here to about down to here, there's a definite sense of discomfort. Also, a kind of relief stretching going on. So, with this level of soreness, I think I did 30 or 60 each round on Monday. And then I dropped it down to like 30 or 13, somewhere around there on Tuesday. And now I'm going to drop it down to like 7. 7's all the way. I'm going to try to make them good though, nice and stretched out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, definitely sore. 7. More than anything else, this is just getting rid of the soreness, you know, getting past that little bit of discomfort. It's not a lot. I can walk. I mean, I've done that before where I've done so many calf raises that 2 days later I was having trouble, legitimate trouble walking, which is kind of a scary thing. All right, so the way this goes is I just keep my heel down there, get a large range of motion. 1, 2, 3. Help out if it becomes hard with my 4. Balance. 5, 6. And it kind of hurts the bones in your foot a little bit too sometimes. There's 7 right there. Kind of balance that right there. Get that other out of the way with my other foot. 1. Oh man. 2, 3. Really hurt my bones in my foot for a second. 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. Maybe an interesting way of this is set up a pair of shoes or a pair of flip-flops. Well, it'll have to be shoes because I need the ankle. And then just elevate it and then have a weight right near the toe that I just kind of do that with. That might be a better way of doing that. Because that is just, that just, the little bones in your foot just near your toes and all that kind of just feel weird. But it's not terrible. It's not the worst thing in the world. And chances are it probably toughen up. I mean, I remember jumping off of stuff and if you land too heavy on your foot, you feel like this blood rush to the top of your foot. Realize that like, hey, you're partially just a blood bag. Anyway, 3 sets of these. I'm gonna go for 7s all the way on everything. All 7s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, there's the feeling right there. All right. I'm going to use both hands on this. Be careful with it. 1. Oh, that's a little bit more better. Take it off for the second. It feels weird on the foot. 2. Also bend my toes a little bit. 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A little bit of a seesaw action. 7. Not actually having my heel on the end here, but using a little bit of a seesaw action. So there's leverage there that's taking some of the weight off, and having both my hands there kind of really steadying the hand on the toes, so there's not this weird, like I feel a weird pain like there. Like it almost feels like the beginning of a bruise, but I'm reasonably sure I didn't bruise anything. It's kind of funny. I was playing my buddy's drum kit on Saturday, a couple days ago, and his beaters, the way I sit my feet on the drums, his beaters kept on hitting me in the shin, and I felt it a little bit. I was like, that's interesting. And then I had like 3 bruises, but today you can barely see them. I can still feel them and feel like those weird bumps that come up. But yeah, they're fine now. I didn't play too much. And when I did play, it sounded kind of goofy because my left ankle was doing something weird from the day before. I was like, I'm going to sound terrible. Oh yeah, I forgot. Heel down, and let's just kind of do this in between. Now I'm going to list this as an exercise. Just going to kind of feel that muscles right here when it gets tired a little bit, just from doing that. It doesn't take very long. Part of me feels like I should be playing drums tonight, playing music, but tried to make the call. Got nowhere with it. Kind of sad about it, but that's the way of it. Last set of calf raises. Want to be playing music in a band called Bang Couch. Listen and watch Red enjoy himself. But the evolution is not right yet. Something feels like it needs to evolve. 3, 4, 5. Maybe that something's me. 6, 7. Oh. Whew. I love this thing because it's kind of quiet. I mean, it does make that noise. Sounds a little bit like a grunting frog. A lot quieter, a lot softer than grunting frog, but possibly a grunting frog nonetheless. Alright, so let's finish up this third set. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that's if I take my fingers off a little bit and the weight starts going, left to right. That really kind of triggers that bone pain. So having both hands on it kind of firmly. Just gotta remember not to cheat too much. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. Gonna put the weight in the chair away right after I do one more round of. There it goes. Feel that a little bit. Balance the equation on those muscles. Not just calf raises, but a little bit of the opposite. Get you set up for the next thing. Probably turn off these lights because this is not necessary right now. I like how this has a firm grasp of the camera. All right, so that'll probably be my spot. Whew. All right, good stuff. Good stuff so far. That was 7s all the way around. Just write that sucker right out. All right, next up is another evolution. This one's going to be grips left, right, and then full leg knee ups. trusty rusty grips right here. Gonna turn this way because I have more room because I can have the hallway. Gonna get down like this and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 68, 69, 70, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 77 on that one. All right, so we're gonna do left leg first on this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sevens have been the theme lately, so why not have fun with it? A lot of people like the number 7. 4, 5, 6, 7. Casinos seem to like it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And people who lose at casinos seem to still like it for some weird reason. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Whew. Round 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. Yeah, starting to feel it around 30 there. Not going to try to go into the realm of the uncomfortable. Go with the left again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Round 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 1, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. All right. I'm gonna do the second round thing. Second half of round 3 coming up right now. Right foot first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The best thing about losing weight, I guess, would probably be like, and I've gained it recently back, so, but not totally. There was a time I was 230, 235, maybe even, yeah, definitely 235, maybe even 240. And now I'm hovering around just under 215. Sometimes I was 211 or 210.8 today. I've gotten as low in the last 700 days, as low as like 189.4 or something like that. That's the number. That's it. I know it was 189 something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pull-ups are a little bit easier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I like the idea of being able to get out of my own way, and less weight, more muscle is probably a recipe to be able to get out of my own way if I ever need to. Shift momentum, switch inertia, all that kind of stuff. All right, so first grips. was 77. That was 42, I think, each time on the grips. Let's see, with the full leg thing, that was just 7 all the way through. That was nice, easy. All right, military press. Okay. Don't even think I have to change the camera for this. Military press and push-ups. It's a little bit of a nice cycle. That's a back and forth thing. So, got my trusty chair right there. We'll see how many I can do. I'm gonna go for 7, but it might be more. We'll be surprised. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's probably about as far as I want to take it. Still keep some gas in the tank. Push-ups. Doing those arm tight ones, so it's a little bit different. So I'm gonna go for 7 again. Maybe get a 13 out of it, I don't know. We'll find out. Very gently putting down each weight, one weight at a time. One, 2. Slipped on the tile. Oh boy. Yeah, that's the thing about these. They do slip back and forth a little bit. Let's do that again. Try to go a little bit narrow. Now I'm going to try to keep it a little bit wider. Whew. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, my friend was like, trying to go super narrow. Oh man, which is great. Might even have to grab the push-up bars for that, because I don't want that slippage again. Not too hard to grab push-up bars. Right now, let's go back into military press. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Gonna grab the push-up bars. Put that right about there. These things are not gonna move. They're not gonna slip. They do turn, but that's okay. I can deal with that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. A little bit of bend in the knees there, but that's okay. Just gonna go for 7 again. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. Actually really feeling that, which is weird because I did 13 and I didn't really feel it. Second half, third set. 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way up. Come on. 5, 6, 7. I feel that in my bicep for the weirdest reason. Let's write this stuff down. A little longer than I thought, but it's okay. Military press. Did 13 on that first one, then all 7s. Push-ups. I think I did 13 on that first one, then all 7s. All right, so I got the push downs and the pull downs, and yesterday I think I did, oh God, what was it? Yeah, I did 13 for the first set and 7 all the way around. I'm gonna go a little bit lighter. I'm gonna go 7 all the way around. Then maybe bump that stuff up to 13. We shall see. Goodness gracious gravy. Of course, there's 2 cycles left, and they're both in here. That light is just not doing much for me. Here's the light. It's just not really brightening things up, so instead of forgetting to turn it off, I can't even see where the thing is for it. I'm gonna turn it off right now. There we go. All right. Can't really see too well, but that's okay. You know what? I am going to turn that back on. I'm going to try to get rid of that phrase. You know what? I think I'm going to just leave that on for a little longer. Hopefully I will remember to turn it off and not waste battery juice. Alright, so no point in really looking at the frame of the camera because there's not much going on. Just standing up for both these exercises. It's a cycle of pull downs or push downs using my back, which is arms fully straight, and then push downs using my triceps, which is arms basically elbows to rib cage, touching, not moving, and going down that way. So it's an arc while I'm standing, and I'm using the pull down machine in that way. But it's push downs because I'm pushing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I noticed I was going to go for 7, but I'm still feeling pretty good. So that's 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Going right into the triceps. 1, leaning forward a bit. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Wow, that really takes a lot out of me. Nice big breath. Or 2, or 1.5. Here we go again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'm going to go for 7. 5, 6. 6 is what I went for. Wow. 6 is where I stopped at least. I'm going to go for the other exercise. Lean forward a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to try to just do 2 6s on this side. Might only get to 3. I'm really, really winded and feeling it. A little bit of breath. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Triceps. 1, 2, 3 is all I got. That went downhill fast. Alright, speaking about going downhill, last exercise. Not even going to try those extra shoulder things at the end. I'm going to go for 3 sets of 3. It's going to be a right, then a left. So I'll count the 3 like 6 times. 1, 2, really feeling this. 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Last set. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, there is something that says, even though I'm really feeling it, every last drop, all that kind of silliness. Not forgetting to turn off the light. There we go. Dial that light down nice and slowly. Just for grins, just for giggles, I'm gonna do those last 2 sets of whatever. Grab those 5-pounders. Haven't shown these guys some love in a while. I'm gonna do 3 sets. Last evolution, last cycle, every drop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nice and light. 1, lateral and frontal. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. Somehow that last exercise gave me a little bit of a boost. 1, not this evolution, the last evolution with the back thing. 4, or that's 3, that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. Halfway through this evolution, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. A lot harder when I go full range of motion on this. Last set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Oh goodness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. That is dunsies. Yeah, I think that really feels more like a full body workout, really putting that last bit in the shoulders. Combine this with some decent jogs, some decent walks, some decent runs, some decent swims, and hopefully my full body will be covered. And that might happen in adventure week. The swims, the walks, the runs, the jogs, all that kind of stuff. Got a buddy that does, I think I talked about him yesterday, 4 to 5 hours or 3 to 5 hours in the gym every day. I'm thinking he includes the time that he does a 1 mile jog or 2 mile jog before he does the weights. It's pretty amazing. I'm feeling like I'm going to divide up strength training versus running and swimming just because of life. And that'll be adventure days. Although it's probably a good warm-up, but I don't think, it just doesn't feel right for me. So I'm not going to do that. I feel like if I did a run or a jog, I am just less likely to put as much effort as I'm putting into this right now. So I don't want to scale this back. If anything, I want to scale this forward. So So we started out with the pull downs, and the pull downs triceps, pretty good, 13 each. Then we went down to 7 on each of them. Then we went down to 6. Ooh, scary town. All right, and then these things were just 3 all the way across the back, but that gave me a little bit more energy to do. All right, 3 more squares. Actually, 6 more squares. Squares is repetitions. This is the number on them. And this is the highlighter. So that was like, all right, go back to the pen and there, put a nice happy line there, and then what we're doing weight was 5. Write down some numbers in here. As far as sets go, 76, set 77, 78, 79, 80, 81. And basically when I started that, it was 7. Erase that, switch to the red pen. 7, 7, I think 663 or 776, whatever it was. I think I did on the second set 7 of each, I'm not sure. And then I think in 6 on the last set. Didn't quite make it to 7. Yeah, I like going for certain numbers, like 1, like 3, like 13, like 6 and 7, because they equal 13. It's silly, but it's kind of just bizarrely fun. And that was lateral raise, front raise. Lat raise. Lateral raise. Front raise. Okay, so those are officially on the report. We've added a little bit more to it. How many evolutions? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 evolutions. 9 evolutions, it's not bad. How many cycles? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 cycles, 81 exercises. I feel like my full body is definitely, most of my body, it feels like a full body workout. There's probably more that could be done towards core. There's probably, that's going to be for some adventure days, definitely going to play around with that. Shoulders are feeling a little bit, like I said, not enough love was going towards the shoulders, so that's why that little last add-on. Not enough love was going towards those tiny weights, so use those tiny weights. It's a perfect time to use tiny weights at the very end of the workout there. So there was goodness there. There was fun, there was happiness, and there is this feeling right now of like, I got through this. Why am I pushing myself through this? Because I know I will be healthier at the end of it. I will live a longer, hopefully happier life and existence, and free from pain, but becoming acquainted with tiredness and acute little bit of discomfort, and knowing a little bit of discomfort in the right way is probably a good thing. And the good news is this workout, I'm not feeling major discomfort. I'm not feeling nauseous like I'm gonna puke. I'm not hitting that last, one more rep and only getting like half of it. I'm not hitting muscle failure. And 1 week out of 3 is perfectly fine not to hit muscle failure. Although week 3 is
not geared towards muscle failure either. Maybe those are adventure days, and I got ideas for the adventure days. Like, I am going to write it down here, and I'm just going to, everything's going to be different. I might watch a video and it might say, hey, this guy's trying this idea, and explore the internet, find some videos of people doing different things, try them, maybe. Saw something a while back, a guy was doing a workout with a sledgehammer. That seemed kind of fun, but I never actually did it. Let's see here. There was this, I love the idea. I used to do this in a gym with a friend of mine, burnouts, which was you start at the lowest weight, like something on a machine, like pull downs, let's say. It'd be really, really easy to do with pull downs. You start on the first weight, the first plate, you knock out, let's say 3 of them. Boom, 3, done. Go to the next plate, 3. And the third plate, 3. Keep going down 1 plate at a time, sometimes 2 plates at a time, whatever. Sometimes you start out at the 3rd or 4th plate, but you just basically go down as far as you can go. Boom. Oh man, when you actually hit the point where I cannot lift this anymore. It's a weird kind of muscle failure. There's like a fatigue muscle failure, and then there's just like your muscles just do not have the capacity to lift this weight kind of failure. They both have interesting things. I much rather hit the ones that it feels easier or better for me, I guess, as long as it's not too much of a jump to like my body just cannot handle this weight. Like sometimes I've done that with like shoulder presses, and just like I did one weight, feeling okay, add 5 pounds, add 10 pounds, and then go for it, and like and just like find that edge. And that edge was not about just nausea or the fatigue thing, and finding it through fatigue usually gets a little bit of nauseous, and that's not too fun. So different levels of failing. But yeah, also adventure days are I'm getting reacquainted with failure, so that might be kind of worthwhile. So, all right. And then, so yeah, burnouts on those days, and that'll get me to muscle failure. And then the funny thing about the burnout is you're like, okay, I've gone all the way up. Now, or I've gone all the way down. I've gone heavier. Now I have to go light as soon as you hit that failure. And it's just like, in theory, it kind of like just squeezes you a little bit. I'd like to think it's a good squeeze. It hasn't always been a good squeeze. It's sometimes led to a little bit of injury. But I think if I'm doing it plate by plate, instead of skipping 2 or 3 at a time, it'll probably be better. Because that whole build-up to the plate, instead of skipping 2 or 3 times, let's say you go down to, 10 plates on a certain exercise. You're like, but you're doing it a plate at a time. You can only go down to 7 or 8, and you get to that, whatever level of failure. Now, the further you go down, wherever you go, the failure is, the more likely it's going to be just a failure. Basically, the lower your numbers, the lower repetitions, the more likely you'll hit a pure muscle failure. The higher the repetitions, the more likely you'll go to a fatigue failure. So, but yeah, I think I'm going to be doing like a number like 3. So but I'm not going to be skipping plates. So that'll be an interesting kind of dynamic. It used to be a lot of fun because you could have your buddy switch out the pin real quick, and you just almost no break. In this situation, I think with like pull downs in my machine, I can lean forward, and if I stretch, get a nice stretch, I'll try to do both arms, get that nice stretch in. I can pull the pin and move it somewhere else. So this is all notes to self, planning stages, ideas to accelerate this, to get myself, so when I watch one of these videos, I can look at myself and say, that is a fit human being. Right now, I look like I'm not even going to rip into myself. I'm just going to say I'm not where I want to be. That's kind of apparent. And as far as this newfound journey into healthiness, I'm like day 700 something. And you think with a little over a year in, 2 years, I guess, almost 2 years, I would be in a better place. I certainly thought I'd be in a better place, but complex carbohydrates, desserts, sometimes an extra meal in the morning. These are all of my things that have kind of knocked me off the path. Sometimes it's also eating something healthy, but also eating something non-healthy right in the same meal. And that would be, processed fucking donuts. It's like, wow, I ate a whole plate of vegetables and some good protein shake, but hey, I ate 2 donuts too yesterday. No different. I drank a chocolate milk, and I ate. Now I drank 2 protein shakes, but the second protein shake, instead of water, it had milk in it, and it also had some chocolate syrup in it. So I'm calling that chocolate milk. So yeah. Boo-hoo. I'm not saying boo-hoo is like the tiniest violin in the world is, singing a serenade for your pain. No, it's making mistakes and learning from it. And I could have made the mistake as far as like, I ate 2 cookies, ate a banana, and I had that chocolate milk. Those are all complex carbohydrates. So, well, the banana, not so much, but still, I'm going to consider it that way. I think that's how my body treats it. So basically, instead of doing three mistakes, reduce it down to 2. And just keep on reducing down my mistakes. I'm not going to be draconian about it, because anytime I'm draconian about it, it's the conscious mind's the 5-year-old boy. The subconscious mind is the 500 or 5-ton elephant or whatever that wants what it wants. So there's a backlash. So I'm going to gently make gradual transitions. And this is not the most gentle or gradual transition, but at least I did cycle 1 without writing it down. Now, cycle 2, it's written down. Now, I had the recipe written down, and I went with the recipe, but I didn't write it down the way I like my results, like how many I'm doing, which is very, very powerful psychologically, and I guess this video is probably very powerful psychologically as well. Okay, all these things being said, let's finish this up. Let's press stop. See how long this has been. I am gonna switch this up. I'm gonna just switch this off right now. Whew. You've done a good work. Tablet, iPad. Oh, man. Drink. Thank you. Now I'm gonna do some breathing exercises. And the video for the breathing exercises is like 40 minutes. It is already 21:20, 9:20 in the evening. August 5th, Wednesday, 2020. Goodness gracious. And goofiness. Time count on this sucker. Almost 2 hours. 1 hour, 54 minutes. And 25 seconds now. Later it shall be.